Hey, Mud Squad. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I thought I would just do a pop-up live. Let's make sure the notification going out and the sound is working. And then I will get into what we're doing today. And why is my whiteboard not coming on? Okay, my sound is working, I think. Yeah, I think my sound's working. What is wrong with my whiteboard? Okay, this cord was working yesterday. There we go. It's the cord. I bet you. Yep, I bet you it's the cord. I didn't need to get it. Yep. I know I have another one of those around here somewhere. Where, at the present moment, I do not know. Oh, fall. Okay, let me see. I know I got it working the other day. You know, it also helps when it's plugged in too. So. Okay, so where is the issue? Okay, looks like I'm switching to my big board. I just like using so I can get a new board. This way is the cord. So, no biggie. I have. Oh, I'm just knocking everything down. I have 3 light boards, so no biggie. Let's go to my A2. Because my A3 board, A4 board, it uses a different, what you call it? Hey artists, how are you? It's one of them nights where I can't sleep. So I figured since I'm gonna sit up and do some work, why not just go live? And then I had trouble with I need to find the other cord for my other light pad. I was going to use my smaller light pad, and the cord's not working on that one. So I'll just use my big light pad. Let's move you up here. Yeah, so it's one of those nights. It's going it's going to be one of those nights. Yeah, I have bouts of insomnia where I can't sleep, and we had a little lightning a little while ago, and um, thought I heard thunder. And when it storms, if I'm awake before it starts storming, and I'm awake when it starts, I can't sleep. If I if I'm already asleep when it starts, then I'm fine. Yeah, spread the word, spread the word. What was it in Greece? Bird's the word, live's the word. Oh. So I thought I'd just work on my cute little pride canvas. It's a cute little dragon. He's going to be so cute, especially his little foot. I got his little foot done the other day. So his little foot came out so cute. Put my release paper in my book. Let's see. I just got my new putties in today and yesterday, so let's change putties. I need tweezers. Where are you? No. Yeah, I know. You're not supposed to use metal tweezers and metal tips, but I live on the wild side. I have been using the Art Dot putty, but I want some smelly good putty in my hand. And I just got some new putty in. Got it in yesterday. No, got it in on the 6th. I have a video that's going to be coming out um, with the putties. A mail haul video. I just got to sit down and edit it. See, sugar. Let's see, I got morning raindrops, warm vanilla sugar, black raspberry, vanilla, blueberry, blue raspberry, strawberry pound cake. Let's do strawberry pound cake. Why not? Gotta love you some putties. I have a lot of putties. I have Nixon's Notions putties. I have a ribbit sticket putty from Crashly. I have Black Dahlia. I have Black Dahlia for days. I have Creations Morin. I have my Cherry Blossoms. I actually won this one from the Asian Year-Long event. I have the Diamond. I have Diamond Daughter Dot Putty. This is from Pure Bliss Waxco. I am not sure who this one's from. I won this from the Crafty Witch UK Arietta. Oh, thank you. I have Mary Mud. I have one with the diamond art. I have Craft Pack Canada. I have Dreamwax Studios, like I said. So I have lots of putty. Then I have waxes as well from Randa's Crafty Corner, Pure Bliss, and some others. Oh yeah, that's why I love Black Dahlia. Uh, her putty is, oh, it smells so good, but it's not over scented either. Um, so it's not really strong, but oh god, that smells just like a strawberry pound cake. Um, so it's easy to work with too. Um, Yeah, Mary Mud is real good. I'm not sure, is she? I know she took time off when she had her daughter. She had a little girl. Um, and I know she had trouble during, while she was carrying her and stuff. So she took off for a while. I'm not sure if she's back or not. I've not heard or seen her post on YouTube in a long time. But I also love my Nix's Notions putty too. Nix's putty's not overly strong either, and it's easy to work with. Let's see, which tray do I want? Let's go with my Nix tray, my normal tray. I had some dust in my tray. Okay, let's see. We'll go with the black first, of course. Yeah, see, I got most of my putties. I've purchased a few, but most of them I have won in different giveaways. That I've won from. Same thing with a lot of my licensed canvases. All but for one, two. Two are done. All but for four of my licensed canvases, I have won in giveaways. Let's see. Let's push that way a little bit. And I'll move that over. It's going to be a brat. Oh, thank you, Artemis. Yeah, I shared it out on my YouTube, but I didn't share it out to my Facebook group or my Facebook page because this time of morning, most of the people that come in from my Facebook, they're asleep. I have some excess fluid down here at the bottom, so I'm using my fingernail and I'm scraping it off. There we go. Hey, Tiff. Yeah, I did the Witch Goddess. What was it? Not last year before last with Love and Sparkles, and I won her grand prize box. Oh, do what you need to do, Tiff. I have a revolving door. Come and go as you please. And I won a box from Nix's ADHD event as well. But yeah, it's a running joke about me having a lucky horseshoe up my behind. So yeah, so I filmed a couple videos a little while ago. I gotta get them edited and posted this week. They're topic videos and a mail haul video. I'm not sure when I'll post the mail haul video because I'll probably post that for a weekend. Because on Mondays I have topic videos that post. Wednesdays is coloring page, the start of my new coloring page series. Well, yeah, Nick's kind of she kind of overstepped herself, she says, trying to do back-to-back events. She done Phoenix Fantasy and then done an ADHD event as well afterwards. But this year she kind of combined the ADHD and in with her Phoenix Fantasy. I know there's other people that do ADHD events as well. Oh, see, me, I what you see is what you get. The only thing that I edit to my videos is an intro and an outro screen. And if it's a time lapse video, I put the music on it. But I blundered quite a few words, I think, in one or both of my videos I filmed. I'll leave them in there. Like I say, big words, small brain. Yeah, so my videos, basically the editing that's done to them is intro screen, outro screen, and if it's girl, in this house, you liable to hear the cats fight, or you liable to hear the guinea pigs. Let alone, you never know what police sirens, ambulances, fire trucks you might hear, because I live like less than 100 yards from the road. It might be 100 yards. Yeah, that's why it's crazy. MUTTNUTT'S crazy crafting, because you never know what's going to happen here. Oh, wow. That is busy. We have 2 cats inside, 1 cat outside, and 2 guinea pigs. Hey, Eve. Yeah, I decided, since I can't sleep tonight, I'd do a pop-up live, because it's 12:30 for you as well. We're both East Coast girls. But we have a possibility of storms headed this way, and when it's like that, if I know there's a storm coming, I can't sleep. Yeah, like I say, even my lives are raw and what you see is what you get. What you hear in the background's what you hear. I mean, yeah, it's only me and my mom, but still, you liable, hear the guinea pigs squawking, especially when they want to fight over a toy. The smallest of the 2 is the boy. Now, Tim, I know you're in Canada, but what part of Canada are you in? For it to still be 10:21. Yeah, Eve, I usually go live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m.
So every now and then, I think I'm going to do a pop up. My weekend was kind of thrown off, though, because I have a schedule. Friday night it's J Rob or DP Addiction Adventures, then Team Off, and then Saturdays, of course, is Adams and Your Live, the Asian event, and then later on in the night it's Nick's. But Nix and Anita took 2 weeks off after the Phoenix Fantasy event, so they won't be back until not next Saturday, the following Saturday. So it's kind of threw my scheduling off. Okay, you're in Alberta. Okay. I was going to say, I was like, I couldn't figure it out because I used to know the Canadian time zones. I know Robbie that goes, he's usually on Judy, on with Judy, crafting with Judy, or Debbie gets crafty, the twins. I know he's on the west coast of Canada. I do know that. And then I know Lizzie, I'm in Maryland, Eve. I'm 4.5 hours southeast of Washington, D.C. If you know where Ocean City, Maryland is, Eve, I'm an hour south of there. And Color and Chat with Joanna lives, she's in Delaware. I'm an hour south of her. She lives, even though she lives in Delaware, she's only an hour from me. Yeah. And then Crafty Chef Diamond, I know she's in Virginia. And is it the Diamond Help Desk? I think she's in Virginia as well. But they're on the western shore of Virginia. They're not on the eastern shore side. As I like to say, I'm on the good side of Maryland. I'm not on the DC side. I'm on the eastern shore side. We call it Delmarva, which stands for Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. But the western shore on the other side of the Chesapeake Bay, they also have a DMV vernacular, which is DC, Maryland, Virginia. Okay, I've been to. This is gonna sound funny. Technically, I've been to New Jersey, but you can't. I don't know if you can really say it was in New Jersey. We took the Cape May Lewis ferry from Delaware across. My nephew, he was like 5 or 6 at the time, did not want to use the bathroom on the boat. So when we got to the terminal on the New Jersey side, we got off. He went in the terminal, used the bathroom, and got back on the boat. We never actually left the terminal. And then we came back. Coming back across, he was okay with the bathroom and everything on the boat. But going across, he didn't like it. I don't know why. The boy's strange, but he's my Bubba. But yeah, so technically I've only been to pretty much Maryland, Delaware, Virginia. I've been all over those 3 states. And like I say, technically I've been on Jersey Shore soil, but technically I haven't, I guess. Oh, yeah. It takes you a little bit to. Well, I've been raised around, around the water, so I've been on different boats, big boats, and small boats, and all that. So it didn't really take me long to get my sea legs on the ferry. But if you're not used to going across on boats like that, yeah, it does take you a while to get your sea legs. And I don't get motion sickness. I just have fear of. I don't like to be in cramped spaces, so I didn't like being inside where all the people were inside. I like to be out on the outer deck and everything. I'm fine in big groups of people, long as it's outdoors. Indoors, it kind of messes with my claustrophobia. Oh yeah, Artemis. He was a crazy little boy back. He's still a crazy little boy to me. But my nephew, he's the type when he was little and he would do something, you had to punish him for it, but you had to keep your composure because he would make you punish him and he'd find a way to make you laugh and try to get out of it and everything. He was a character, still is a character, but he's the only boy. He has two sisters, so he was my only nephew. Well, my only blood nephew. I got a lot of people's kids that they're like family, but he's the only blood nephew. I mean, they have a half brother, but yeah, we won't get started on that subject because they don't get along with him. Ooh. Ah. Speaking of, did she have you make her soup, Artemis? Because I know she kept asking for that soup in your live today. That was after the love sandwich and the banana. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They will. Or when your niece is she 4 or 5, went running and had flip flops on. I told her don't run and falls and breaks her elbow right in front of you. Or the other one fell and I forget how she broke her arm and then she wiggled out of 2 casts. She was adamant about wanting that soup. Uh, my nephew scared us a lot. He would fall down the steps. They all scared us in different ways, but they were rough, tough kids and still are rough, tough. My oldest niece and my nephew are firefighters, and my oldest niece is also an EMT. My youngest niece, she works with kids as one of our local schools. Oh yeah, I like my niece. All I could do, I had groceries in one hand because we lived right down the street from the grocery store, and her mom and they lived right across the way down the street. I grabbed her in the other hand. I seen her elbow turning purple, and I just coming from a firefighting and EMT, medical family, I'm like, I rushed her home. They rushed her to AI DuPont in Delaware. She had was it one or two pins put in her elbow until it healed. Hey, Chocolate Diamonds. Yeah, it was scary. And they still find things to do that's scary to this date. And she's 23, getting ready to be 24 in January. She's already 24. Nephew is 19 going on 20, and the baby niece is, hey Alex. I'll explain that in a minute, Alex. Hold on. And the baby niece is 20 going on 21. The purple crowns is something new that YouTube is doing. It has, I don't know. You don't really get nothing. I mean, it shows that you got points up there at the top, but I don't understand it all. But you can look. YouTube just put a video out about it. YouTube creator, one of the YouTube creator, was it YouTube creators or one of them? They put out a video. Yes, and only some people know it, and he spelled it wrong, by the way, Alex. It's one L. But I tend not to go by my real name. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I really don't understand much about it right now, Alex. It's something new that they're doing. I don't know if everybody has it on their channel. And now, we can with StreamYards, we can put our chat down in the bottom screen now. So, but yeah, I tend to go by MUTTNUTT most of the time, which is a nickname from a good friend of mine that passed away of cancer. But there's so many of us in the community that have the same real first name. Except I spell mine with one L. Most spell theirs with two L's. But most people do know my real name, because if you follow my Facebook group or my Facebook page, it's my real name on my Facebook page. So, but most places I use the MUTTNUTT nick. I've had that nick going on 20 some years now. We were in another chat program. It's called Pal Talk, and we were all hanging out. And Pal Talk is kind of a better version of Disc, like Zoom or whatever. You can you can have your camera on. You can mic up with each other and all that. But we were all in a chat room over there, and we were talking about being different nationalities. And on one side of my family, I'm Scotch, Irish, Dutch, Welsh, German, and Native American that we know of. And someone said they were like Heinz 57 sauce. I said, I don't know about that. I'm a mutt. Because what do you call a mixed breed dog? A mutt. And he says, I don't know about that, but you're a nut. And a little bit later, he come back to me. He says, I got a new nickname for you. I'm gonna call you MUTTNUTT. And it's been, people call me MUTTNUTT. Now you'll hear Nix call me Mutter, because, and that's what I got on my cover minder bar from her. Because for the longest time, Nix could not say MUTTNUTT. It somehow eventually became Nutter Butter and Muttley and Mutton Stuffing, and I have so many nicknames that center around the MUTTNUTT nick. It ain't funny. Different friends call me different ways. Some call me Mutt, some call me MUTTNUTT. Like I say, Nix calls me Mutter. They'll do that. The kids are the quickest to out you. Especially the ones that actually are old enough and to understand and know what your real name is. When you start teaching them, in case they have, they have to tell somebody, because something happens, they need to my mommy, my daddy's name is blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they're quick to out you on that one. Oh, that's funny. I was watching some videos on TikTok the other day about like that. The woman was, she kept saying, "What's my name?" And the little girl was saying, "Mommy," and she's like, "No, what's my real name? Mommy." Right now, Artemis, I am doing June Pride, with Christopher Colassa. And then I'm also still working on this baby. This is Dragon Love by Rose Prophet. I'm still working on that for the Asian year long event. I figure by the time that we have to post progress for next month or progress for June, you know, I should be finished. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. That's one thing I say about my nieces and nephews, though. They would never do that to me in public. Now, behind closed doors, they'd use my full government name. But in public, they never tried that. But we live in such a small town, though, that, pretty much most people know your whole name, real government name anyway, because most of us went to school with each other. So there's a huge handful of people that live in my town that I graduated with that we went to school from elementary school all the way through high school. So, oh wow. You're probably like trying to tell her, come on, girl, we gotta go. Hey, cat. Oh. That's when I tell her, girl, we gotta go. We got ice cream melting. Now, after saying that, I want to go find that movie. It was a movie with Rob Lowe, Winona Ryder, Jason Robards. It was called Square Dance. I think I can get it on Amazon, actually. That was one good movie. But yeah, so yeah, it's like I say, it's one of them nights where I can't sleep, so why not go live? Um, see, that's bugging me. I got to rearrange that. I just realized that when I put the release papers on here, I don't mind them not being even. But when I go to start diamond painting, my OCD kicks in and they have to be even. Okay, that's better. Yeah, normally I would just sit here and listen to music or whatever was playing on the TV, but I figure, why not get some more watch time hours in, get some more content on my page. So, I mean, I've already, I got paid in April. I had gotten to my $100 threshold, and YouTube paid me. So it'd be another probably 6 months before I get paid again. But I'm like this. It adds up over time. And I get to do something I like doing. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Do what, Mom? Studios. Oh. You know, but a lot of times I also, if I'll sit here and I'll put, like people like I'm also doing, well, I'm doing the June waffle as well with Add More Zest. She does that every year, and I pretty much will put it on and treat it like a podcast, or do the same thing with live streams. I'll pretty much put them on, treat them like a podcast, and work in the back, play in the background while I work. A lot of times I'll do that when I'm doing a time lapse video. I'll mute all the sounds on. Oh yeah. I love her accent. I really, really do. And so I'll put it on in the background and get work done. But when I'm doing a time lapse video, I'll one kid bathed, one to go. I'll put my main camera up, mute the sounds. I'll put my overhead tablet up, mute this, all sounds are muted, and I'll just work on whatever I'm time lapse diamond painting at the time. And I either have something going on the TV. Most of the time, it's A&E. I love my true crime, and I love my first 48. I always love that show. Or I got cartoons on, or I've got music playing, something like that. Oh, Alexa, what's the weather?
Right now in Crisfield, it's 68 degrees Fahrenheit with showers. Today's forecast has partly sunny weather, with a high of 79 degrees and a low of 68 degrees.
Thunderstorms must have skirted around us then. They probably stayed out on the water. Okay, your son spilled tea all over your desk. My mom just spilled tea all over her pants. Okay, what's up with the spilling of the iced tea? I almost knocked a 60 some ounce jug of water over on my bed earlier. Oh no. Hopefully the moisture doesn't affect the glue and everything when you're painting. I did that, but mine spilled on the edge of the canvas. I use a sippy cup. I do. I have a giant sippy cup. I have so many freaking tumbler cups. It ain't funny. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm looking at 10, 11. 11 tumbler cups right now. I got them anywhere from, one is a wine, it's supposed to be a wine glass tumbler without the stem on it. That's like, I think it's like 4 to 8 ounces, all the way up to my biggest is 32 ounces. Yeah. Yeah, just hopefully that the tea, the sticking, the sugar and all in the tea don't do nothing to your adhesive. I actually just filmed 2 different videos. One is on how the weather affects our waxes and putty, and the other one is how the weather affects our diamond painting projects themselves. Night, Eve. Yeah, it's like 12:48 for us, for me and Eve right now. Yeah, but I just filmed those videos. I just posted, they'll go out on Wednesday. I just posted 6 coloring time lapses, and there's a little bit, and big words, small brain, foreign language, small brain. A little bit of information about the type of color page that I'm doing before the video on those. But my first 6 episodes in the coloring page series is Asian themed. Snore away if you need to, Chocolate Diamond. Yeah, I brought it back. I had stopped doing it for a while. But I've actually brought that back to the channel. I brought the topic videos back to the channel. And I brought my time-lapse diamond painting back to the channel as well. That goes out on, time-lapse diamond paintings go out on Friday, coloring pages go out on Wednesdays, and topic videos are on Mondays. And then I'm live Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I don't post videos on the days I go live. No, there might be two videos that drop today, because I may go ahead and drop my mail haul video as well. Oh, those were actually StreamYards had where we could make little shorts from our videos. And I had done a couple videos, were they videos or like, yeah, videos. And I was able to pull some footage from that, but I haven't had any, my videos haven't been doing that here lately where I can make the shorts. So, and honestly, I keep forgetting that there's even that we even have shorts. Shorts basically remind me of TikTok videos. I mean, I have TikTok, but my TikTok is like, I just go watch stuff, and I may post something once in a blue moon over there, but it's a fun playground for me. It's a place for me to go to unwind and get my brain to kind of shut down for the night. But for some reason, it wasn't working tonight. So I'm like, I've got all this energy. Why not? Why not use it? Because I couldn't do anything really much yesterday. Oh my God. I don't know what I did. I mean, Saturday we did go walked a little bit down the road to a little thing they were having on our local walking path. But previously the night before, I guess I turned over the wrong way in bed and I pulled a muscle in my stomach or something inside. Well, see, StreamYards is not owned by the same people it used to be. RMS. Was it Dan and Gage? I think their names. They used to do the town hall. I won a couple StreamYard sweatshirts. I don't know where he is right now, but I have a couple. The little duck that's on the StreamYards, his name is Puddles. He actually has a name. I have a couple of stuffed Puddles. I have a StreamYards mug somewhere. But they sold to Bending Spoon. And I like that they added where we can put the chat in the bottom corner now. Them upping the price though, I mean, Mom pays for it every month for me because I use green screen and all that, and some of the features that you can't get on the free version. But we got the giveaway tool, but they were doing where we could, if you go in where your videos are, go in your library and you hit to see the video at the bottom, it say something like pulling clips out of your video that you can use for shorts and things like that. It does it on some of my videos, and some of them it does. Others it doesn't. Oh, this one? This is just a little let's see. I don't know if you can see the little picture on the corner or not. This is just a cute little dragon from Amazon. I don't know if it pulled a picture up or not. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see the little rainbow dragon. It's just a little rainbow dragon from Amazon. But I'm doing Dragon Love from Rose Prophet. And I have 3 sections left to go on this. But this is Dragon Love from Rose Prophet. Yeah. I've been using StreamYards for quite a few years now. I'm going on, I think this is going to be my 9th year doing YouTube. And I know I've been using StreamYards for at least 4 or 5 years. I started out with, I used to do bastard done. I used to do product testing videos, did topic videos. I had the redneck word of the day videos. I had a Jeff Foxworthy book, and I couldn't go no farther with that one. When the amount of videos that are still in my archives on that one, it's because I ran out of books to keep going with that. And everything, and then it's in my video I did of my favorite creators, but I told a little bit of my story. I was doing product testing. I got sent these 3 canvases. One was a skull with flames, skull with flowers, and then one was a deer with flowers. So I had to do one of them, and I have an 11-hour live on my channel where I was working on, I think, that one. But there was a reason behind the 11-hour live. There was $100 on the line, and I actually won that $100. But that was I was hanging with different people back then. I was like hanging out in the coin community, the lawn care, gardening community, places like that. And then somehow I stumbled upon Crashly's, one of Crashly's videos. I think that's when I was doing polymer clay. And then that led me to J-Rob, and then I met Tima, and it just snowballed from there with everybody. And some have come and gone over the years that aren't on YouTube anymore. Some I've been following since my YouTube career, since I started my YouTube channel in 2015. But I didn't start actually posting videos and doing lives until around 2016, 2017. And I've been, if YouTube had not changed the monetization requirements back then, I would have been monetized a long time ago, because back when I first started, all you needed was your 1,000 subscribers, and you needed 10,000 views. And I had that. I had the 10,000 views, but I was just a couple hundred shy of getting the 1,000 subscribers when they changed that. But it took me, I've been monetized for about 6 months now. I made my first 100. You got to make 100 before you can cash out. I have, memberships. I have super chats, super stickers, super thanks. I got to figure out why it's not letting me gift memberships, though, because we're supposed to be able to gift 10 memberships. And I think it's a setting in my that I might not have turned on. So, but I'll have to go check. Oh yeah. Now I'll admit, and I'm gonna try to figure out how to say this without outing the person and be nice at the same time. This was 2 years ago, almost. And Nix was just talking about the incident in her chat, her live stream that one night. There was a creator. She had it beat, and it kind of had an issue with Nix and some other people. And I got called out in this mix too, because I, for the life of me, cannot figure out Discord. You can sit there and show me all day long. I still cannot figure out Discord. And she got mad at me, I guess, because I said in my live stream that I do not get Discord. I don't understand Discord, so I don't go to Discord. And she was moving from YouTube, everything, to Discord. I mean, you had to do everything, all her events, everything is in Discord. And I really don't care if anybody comes in here that knows her and knows what I'm talking about, because they can get stepping. And she took my words and twisted them in a video. And another fellow friend from Facebook and everything, she had seen the video and reached out to me and let me know. Nix had reached out to me and let me know, but she took my words and twisted them, that, and then wanted to say it was because her and another good friend of mine, that I call my sissy, because they had issues. That's why I was having issues with her. That I was pretty much saying I didn't want to be a part of her Discord, all this stuff. No, my words were, I don't understand Discord, so I don't do Discord. Plus, at the time when I was trying to get on Discord, my devices I had weren't being compatible with it. But yeah, I think I might have that turned off, Artemis. I'll have to go check it out. Oh yeah. See, I have a way of, when I talk about things like that, I can get my point across, but it also keep my cool and keep it to, no names, or change names for, like they do in shows. The names were changed to protect their identities. Oh, I watch too many crime shows. I mean, I have TikTok, but like I say, I don't do much on TikTok. I have an Instagram. I don't even remember last time I've ever been on my Instagram. Seriously. I mostly stick to my YouTube and Facebook. I mostly stick to YouTube and Facebook. So that's pretty much where you can find me. I mean, heck, my Instagram, my Twitter. I have Twitter too, or X, whatever the heck you call it. Hi, Zoe. Bye, Zoe. Cat come across my bed and looked at me and then kept on going. She's in a mood, but anyway. But yes. I pretty much live on my Facebook and my YouTube. So this is like when I used to do the Redneck Word of the Day, and I run out of the Jeff Foxworthy books. Couldn't go no further. I actually had someone come in my live stream when I was live, and actually told me they were unsubscribing to me and never watching anything of mine again unless I brought the Redneck Word of the Day back to my channel. I told them they could kick rocks. I couldn't get the book anymore, any of the books. I couldn't find no more of his books. So I'm like, okay, that series is canned now. I mean, you like it that much, go back and watch the replays of the videos. I mean, when I first started YouTube too, I mean, I was hanging out in different communities then, and I used to have trolls like crazy. But when I switched over to the crafting community, it's like I don't have trolls anymore. Right, that's what I pretty much told them, in the roundabout way. But I think I might have used more colorful words back then. Yeah, because this person, I knew who the person was, and they had followed me from another program. And yeah, I probably used a lot more colorful words with that person at the time. But I'm like, how can I keep going when, you know, I don't have any more of the books. I had gotten through what, three of his books, I think it was. You know, I had people that would watch that just to hear the chicken cluck, because my intro had a clucking chicken. I mean, I don't know if they watched the whole video, but they loved the clucking chicken. That used to be my that used to be my most popular videos back then. Now my most popular, if I go into my analytics, is a lot of my live streams are popular. And a few of my topic videos. But yeah, so. But I'm like, sometimes you can only take a series so far. You know, people just, I don't know. Some people I think are not functioning on all cylinders, you know. I get that because my uncles and my dad used to work on cars, so you know, I'm like, sometimes people speak before they think. But, you know, I'm like, first off, if you were a loyal follower of my channel, you would understand why I can't go no further with anything with that series, and you would support me in whatever I do on my channel. You know, so that goes to tell me they weren't a loyal follower. I know that person, let's just say, him saying that led to him ruining a 20-some year friendship, because I actually was friends with this person from another program, and that was just the start of him being banned from my channel. Yeah, let's just say he really started some stuff, and I squashed it. I finished it. And he didn't like how it turned out for him either. So, let's just say in the end, he got what he deserved. Karma got him good. You know, so. But it just goes to show me that, you know, all those years really makes me wonder things that he would say, if they were really true or not. Because if you're a true friend, you're not gonna turn on somebody like that. He really found out the Maryland redneck side of me, though. Two things: you don't mess with my friends and family, and you don't tell me what to do. When you start telling me what to do and trying to boss me around, Yeah, they don't end nicely. And I know why he did what a lot of what he did. He was just mad because um, I never wanted to be in. He wanted to be in a relationship, and I never wanted to be in one with him. Yeah, but what was that that my nephew used to go around? The oh god, the woman. I ain't got time for. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know, but it is what it is. You know, I don't have to deal with him. We don't even live in the same state anymore, so it don't matter. What, Zoe? I hear you meowing. What do you want? What do you want, girlfriend? I'm sorry. I'm not sleepy right now. I'm not going to bed right now. Get on your pillow and turn your head at me like a little brat that's mad and throwing a hissy fit. Cats. Get a cat, they said. It'd be fun, they said. She's sweet, they said. Oh, I'm getting evil stares right now. She is evil, evil. She's mean mugging, mad mugging me. Because she's ready for bed. And she wants what she wants when she wants it. And she hates when I'm sitting at my desk and, you know. No, I don't really watch much anime. No, I haven't seen that. Now, this is the cat that when mom goes to give her food or whatever, she meows and you swear she's telling you now, now, now. And mom's cat, the little precious poodle, precious, she'll meow like she's saying mama. I may make me some hot tea in a little while when I do finally get to a point where I am, you know, as we say in Nix's live, when I hit the wall. Well, we have mom's cat can have an attitude at times and all with her. Zoe is neurotic, is all outdoors, but it comes from the environment she came from. My ex, his brother would throw lit cigarettes at her. He'd stomp at her. Yeah, he would just do crazy things like that. And then me and my ex split. I told him he had to come take his cats because we had a male, but he passed away a couple years ago. Um, he wouldn't come get them. Me and mom were thinking about giving them to the local cat shelter, but they were going to split them up, send them to separate homes, and they would have just grieved themselves to death. They were used to our other cats we had, and the one we had two others that passed away. Um, so we wound up just keeping them, and she's my sidekick, but she's also a pain in my room. Yeah, he blamed the stuff that he did because he was messed up from being in the war. He used that as a crutch all the time to get people to take pity on him. But that's a whole nother ball of wax, me and that ex. Let's put it that way. If I ever see his ass again, he's getting throat punched. That and yeah, another ex I have, but that one I'd rather WWE kicking style, from the top rope. Tiff, I've got that song in my head now. Goodbye, Earl. The Dixie Chicks, or as they like to be called, the Chicks. I understand Lady Antebellum changing theirs just to Lady A. I mean, that's still cool. But why did the Dixie Chicks go just Chicks? Oh, I know. And I had witnessed it several times, and then when me and my mom moved to a place and he had to move out of where he was, he came to stay with us. So he had 3 cats, Timon, Francis, and Zoe. Timon wound up getting fatty liver disease and wound up passing away. And he was a big Garfield cat. Oh my God. And I kept telling him, and his mom even kept telling him before they moved, something's wrong with Timon. Take him to the vet. By the time he decided to take this cat to the vet, there was nothing the vet could do for him. The vet wanted to go ahead and humanely put him down at the vet's office. He wouldn't allow him to do it. He brought him home, and that cat suffered for 2 days before he finally went to my mom's room, spent some time with her, and come back in my room, curled up in his bed, and wound up passing away. And then when he moved back to his dad's, he couldn't take the cats with him, and so we kept them with us, and we moved to 2 other places. And one place stayed temporarily, and then we moved here. And that dumbass left his Facebook, logged in on my computer, and I logged in thinking it was on mine. And that's how I found out he was cheating on me. And when I told him it was over, he had to come get his stuff and the cats. It was a whole debacle, and he actually told me to take the cats and either throw them out in the middle of the highway and let them get hit, or burn them alive. Okay, so my first thought when he told me that, I called the local dog control because I knew they would have the number to the cat person. And I told them what was going on, and they said they knew me and mom had these cats, and we had them over 30 days. Mom was buying them their food and their treats, and we were taking care of them, their litter and everything. So legally they were mine and mom's. And Francis just adored my mom to death. And so did Zoe, but Francis was my mom's little buddy. And I told him, well, he said, that it got and I burnt most of his stuff. There was some NASCAR stuff that I still got around, but I kept that because I'm a NASCAR enthusiast. But yeah, but most of his other stuff, I had a big bonfire. I actually had a big bonfire. We gave him plenty of time to get his shit because the shit he left with us went from that apartment we were staying in to the storage unit, from the storage unit to this house. So he had plenty of time to get his stuff, but he just wouldn't do it. I think he was afraid to come anywhere near me because he thinking I would probably kick his ass because I could kick his ass with one hand tied behind my back, but you know. But the thing is, the girl he was cheating on me with has the mind of a 16 or younger. She's mentally challenged, and her parents condone him being with her. I'm like, yeah, no, that's just, you know, he's taking advantage of her. You know. Yeah, he was a piece. He wasn't like that when we first met either, you know. But I don't know. I don't, you know. Then he tried putting a peace order. He had a peace order put out on me. I couldn't go to his where he worked for 6 months. Couldn't go near his house like I was ever going to. And where he worked, it was once in a blue moon we ever got up there, you know. And he tried to have me banned from a NASCAR race in Delaware. You know, I wasn't going to that NASCAR race that weekend either because I was talking with a friend, and we were going to the other side of the bay to help a friend fix his brakes. But yeah, said I was stalking him, his mom, and the new girl he was with. I'm like, bitch, please. You know. But anyway, yeah, I kind of have a crazy past. Anywho. Then I had an ex that didn't want me being on any social media of any kind. He said women don't belong on social media. Hi, Steph. What up, sissy? How's Molly May? Not much, sissy. Just talking about things from the past. Was talking about, you know, who Tim's ass and what he told me to do to poor Zoe and Francis, that, you know. And then says it's something new with YouTube is all I know. It shows the top three commenters, and then you'll see at the top is say some is say like I have a crown, and mine says community, but it have the crown, and it talks about it has points beside it. Oh, Artemis, Steph knows. Steph knows a lot about my exes. Let's put it that way. She's seen me go through some crazy exes, and some crazy shit here on YouTube as well. Hey sis, I wonder if auto-tuned is still around. Oh, give my Molly May some kisses for me. Yeah, it got up in the high 70s here today, and it's supposed to get up in the 80s one day this week, and I think Friday was supposed to be up like 90 degrees. Oh yeah. There was a creator on here, Artemis, that actually tried to pit me and Steph against each other. Mr. I think I'm a life coach. Oh my God, that dude. He would go on these dates and then he would come back on his live streams. He wouldn't say names, but he would read text messages out and why he wouldn't date, why the date didn't go right. You know, he went to go from one or two texts straight to the phone, then straight to meeting the people. Yeah, it no says what it is there's a leaderboard. Oh, let me see if I can see it on my side. It's a leaderboard of people. So if I click the community, it shows Artemis and then Meowie Diamonds and Chocolate Diamonds, Cat, Eve. Shows me you got 75 points right now, sis. Alex the Beer Master was here earlier. You know, the top 7 people that are there, some of them have gone to bed now. So yeah, life coach and Bozo. Yeah. It was crazy though. Some of the stuff that he, yeah. It's like he thought he knew everything. He tried to tell me that I would never get monetized with a craft channel. That he tried to take credit for. I used to be called MUTTNUTT'S Crazy World. He tried to take credit for the crazy world part. Oh, step girl. I went back to I Netflix. I binge watched all of Virgin River. I started binge watching Outer Banks again. I know the other one I used to watch is Malibu Rescue. But what was that other? There was another one that I used to watch. And I think the dad was a firefighter as well. Oh yeah, he tried to say that she was controlling me. Yeah. But yeah, he's crazy. No, Mom. And it was like, you know, you oh wow. You always had, you know, if you were an admin in his live, you had to be in his live. You know, it was almost pretty much, you know, it was hard to I don't remember. It was I only remember sis was the daughter coming to live with the dad, and I think the dad was a firefighter or something. And I think they lived in a old bunker. I know it weren't Virgin River because I just finished binge watching that, and I know it wasn't Outer Banks or Malibu Rescue. I don't know. I'll find it one of these days. But I remember it was one I used to watch, and I can't think of it. Oh, Shameless though. Shameless was my show, yo. The Gallaghers. Come on now. That was one dysfunctional family. But I don't know. I think I don't know. I might have to re-up my Netflix because it may have ran out. Then I've been also watching it's on Up in Faith Up in Faith, but season 18 of Heartland. I love that show. Just mad that they killed Ty off of that show though. Ty and Amy made the show together. I mean, it's been good, even with Ty gone, but yeah, I don't know. It might have been Malibu Rescue I'm thinking of, sis. I can't remember, but yeah, I need to get back into watching Malibu Rescue. But I was taking one at a time. I finally caught back up on where I left off on Outer Banks. Boy, that show took a turn. Outer Banks took some twists and turns that I didn't see coming. Telling you, that show has kept me on the edge of my seat. I'm not even sure where I'm at on that right now. What episode season I'm on, but yeah, that I didn't. Some of the stuff that's happened on that one, I did not expect. But that's been really good too. But it's like I'll get these spurts where I'll get into watching something and then I give up on it for a while. Oh, sis, yeah, don't spoil it for me because I think I'm on the episode where that guy locked oh, what's her name? Kiara. He locked Kiara in the freezer. It's the guy that's actually JJ's real father. Yeah, I'm on that. I'm right around that episode right now. I never expected John B's dad to still be alive though, and then, well, we know what happened to him and to Sarah's dad as well. But yeah. I'll have to check that one out, sis. But yeah, Outer Banks though, woo! I did not like I say, I did not expect some of what's happened on there. And then it's like an episode to go off, and it'll be, you didn't how it went, where it went off at, you didn't expect, and you're sitting there like, I was like, some of these episodes, I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm glad I'm binge watching this, because if I had to wait for the next episode to come out, it was like, oh God, what was was it Fire Country? Fire Country's done that to me, left me in cliffhangers. And I'd see that NCIS, they're coming out with one that's about Tony, and was it Tony DiNozzo and Ziva? I can't wait for that. Because I loved Mark Harmon's character, you know, as Gibbs on CSI and CIS, you know, and you know, when he left the show and everything went down, you know, because the one who played Ducky actually died in real life and everything. Oh yeah, yeah, I know I'm not on the last season yet, sis, and yeah, I know it's gonna. Um, but they came out with oh what is the name of that show? God, I can't remember the name of it right now. But it talks about how Gibbs became who Gibbs is basically. Um, and yeah, that shows that I know they're going to, when it goes into season finale, they're going to leave me in a cliffhanger. It's just like when you watch the soaps Monday through Friday, and Fridays, you know, every Friday they leave you in the worst cliffhanger you could be left in. Because I want to know what the heck and who the heck this Aristotle Dumas is on Young and the Restless, and why he's invited a lot of these people to his or her, whoever it is, to hit their place in France, on Friday the 13th. He invited Victor and Nikki, um, Jack and Diane, of course, Michael Baldwin and his wife, the Lily and Devon. I'm like, he's inviting all and the Abbotts, you know, like the Abbotts, the Newmans, and the Winters, pretty much, and the Baldwins. I'm like, you know, I did not realize that's who he was with in real life, sis. I knew him and Sarah were together in real life, but I didn't realize that's who he's with now. Wow. Okay, you're right. It will make you look at that a little bit differently, you know. But yeah. Here lately though, I've been on YouTube. I'll watch my normal video, you know, crafters and all that. Then I watch Dawes Outdoors, Dawes Farms, which they're like a homesteading video people. I watch Cross Timbers Bison, and I watch his sister's channel, which is Do Your Best, and then her husband's channel and hers, which is Arms Family Homestead. I've been watching a lot of tiny house videos and turning buses into tiny homes and all that. And travel videos. I've been watching a lot of this. Then I watch a true crime. Her name is Brooke McKenna. Oh, I love her videos. And then I watch Predatory Fins, PC Aquatics. I watch all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh wow, sis. Yeah. See, I didn't know all that behind the scenes stuff. Yeah. That's crazy. That was just like the ex I had that thinks that women do not belong on social media of any kind. It doesn't matter Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever. Women don't belong on the internet. Oh, thank you, Sissy, for putting that out there. Most of the people that were in here, though, other than Alex, already have Artemis. We're what we one big circle. We travel in the same community. We have the, what was it? I was, what you went live first today, right, Artemis? It was you were live, then or no, Mia was live, then I think you were live, and then Angel was live. Um, then I went to Crashly's live. It's just, we have these circles. We have these circles that we have these, we follow these schedules. Oh wow, sis. I didn't hear about that, but wait, you can hunt 185 bears per household. No, she doesn't have a channel, Artemis. Okay. I don't get the amount. I get that the population. It's like the wild hogs, and y'all got problems with the Burmese, or the python, is were they Burmese or whatever. Um, but nobody can hunt that many bear. I mean, you're lucky if you can get 5 to 10 a month, I guess. But yeah, but that's something. If you've got a fireplace, that's being coming from a firefighting family. That is one thing that I am cautious about is you know um, fire safety and stuff like that. And that is one thing. If you've got a fireplace, you need to have it checked and cleaned. Before you start using it every year. Yeah, yeah. Sis didn't go. She didn't do too much, but she's just been supporting most of the time now. Oh, okay, okay. I get you now. So what it is 187 people will be able to put in for permits to hunt. Okay. Okay. It was confused. I was getting confused there for a minute. Because I was gonna say, I know that I know like up in Canada, and someplace they have draws for, you know, for permits to be able to hunt like the moose and all that. Yeah, yeah. It's nice to have an older house like that, but like you say, you got to make sure you keep everything up to code and everything. So what it is with the bill, they're going to pass that they'll have 187 permits that they'll probably give out each year, and then they'll probably have a certain quota. Okay, so yeah, so in a year's time, they can take up to that many. There'll probably be limits on how many they can take a day and how many they can take in a month as well. But they could probably take that 185 in a year. Yeah, so they'll probably distribute those out over those. They're going to probably distribute those out to the counties that are having the most problems with sightings of the bears. So pretty much what I'm thinking, sis, is going to probably be like what farmers can get here. And farmers here can get what's called a crop permit, where they can hunt deer all year long that are messing with their fields. Wow. See, that's what happens in these areas where people build into and taking their habitat away. They have nowhere else to go but um in the cities and stuff. And they get used to eating people's garbage and things like that. So they're coming looking for food is what they're doing, you know. But yeah. But it's so sad though that because they're losing their habitat because man is just building, and taking away from their home. You know, we may live on the earth, live on somewhere, but we're in their territory, the wildlife's territory. You know. I swear this putty smells so good. It smells it's strawberry pound cake from Black Dahlia, and it smells just like a strawberry pound cake. I don't want pound cake. But we're overpopulated here with white-tailed deer. That's just like on Virginia, down Virginia. the Aztec and Chincoteague. Well, Aztec is Maryland, Chincoteague is Virginia. You know, we had the wild pony herds. Well, Virginia can only have, I believe it's 150 ponies out on the marshes and everything at one given, you know. So they'll be rounding them up next month and bringing them in, and the babies that were born this year, they all will be auctioned off. Then they'll have so many babies are called buybacks, which means somebody's going to bid on that pony, that baby. They get to name it, and it goes back out with the herd. And if you've ever read the books Misty of Chincoteague, this wild herd contains descendants from her. Oh yeah, see where she's at in Florida though, Artemis, the black bears, they're like the wild hogs. They are pretty much almost outnumbering people now. Oh wow, sis. Yeah. Now farmers here can get what's called a crop permit where they can hunt all year long. But around here, people tend not to hunt like that until winter. Because right now, the deer have a lot of ticks on them, and they're having babies and things like that. This is a lot, you know. They're getting ready to have the babies and all that they made when they made it during the winter, you know. But yeah, that sticker's crazy. But see, some places, you know, the animals, it's because there's so much of their land has been stolen pretty much to build, and you know the loss of habitat and everything, that's what makes them come into areas like that, and that's what causes a lot of the problems. You know, it's not, you know, I understand hunting, you know, for food and stuff, but yeah, I know the type of hunt you're talking about, Artemis. Yeah, it's, you know, people hunt them for trophies. They're called trophy hunts. They let people, you know, because these animals are attacking, you know, people or people's livestock and stuff like that, and you know they allow these people to get permits to come and basically trophy hunt. You know. Now I watch a couple people on YouTube. They do they hunt like the wild hogs and bears and stuff like that. But they also, if they're not, they don't aren't going to use the meat. It's donated to like a food bank place or something like, or a place like that, or they find a family that can use it. But your trophy hunters, they just want the head or the hide, you know, or the antlers. You know, they don't care that, you know, hey, that deer you just took could have fed a family of four for a couple months, you know, or that whatever, you know. Because I know in some countries they eat other animals and stuff. Because like in, is it Cambodia, I believe, or one of those countries, they eat guinea pig. It's called cuy. Um, but it kind of makes me mad though when people do that trophy hunt and stuff. All they do is go and hunt because they want the hide or something like that. Yeah, yeah. It's like we have a fishing tournament that happens in Ocean City, Maryland. It's called the White Marlin Open. Most of those fish that those people catch, the marlins, the wahoos, whatever. Most of those are donated to a food pantry. Um, Most of those people are just in it for the prize money. Most of the boats and the bragging rights. Um, but the fish is donated, to food pantries. So yeah, like it's like in Native American culture, sis, when they would kill an animal, be it a deer or whatever, they would use the hide. The bones would they'd make tools with the bones. They'd use the hide for clothing and tents and stuff. They used the sinew, the tendons for making ropes and stuff. They used all the parts. Even some of the insides, the guts and stuff, were used to make vessels to hold things. All right, Artemis. Yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and jump out of here soon myself. I've been live for almost 2 hours. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, that's right. You said you were going live today, right, Artemis? If you do, I'll pop over if I'm awake. Oh, sis, Gator. Oh my God, Gator nuggets. They're good. Yeah, deer actually, you can tell the difference between deer burger and regular hamburger because you have to actually add with like suet or fat to deer burger because deer's a lean meat. It's not a fatty meat, so. But oh my God, I love me some deer meat. And I love buffalo burger too. I've had buffalo tacos before. They're pretty good. But yeah, so. I've actually had fried rattlesnake before too. That was pretty good. We were in Ocean City one year, and I was I was still with Tim's ass then, sis. Um, and I bought some gator nuggets and bloomin' onion, and he said he didn't. He was the type. He said I should go and ask for my money back because the gator nuggets were nasty. I'm like, you've just never ate anything but regular hamburgers and stuff like that. Like, geez, you need to step out of your comfort zone at some point and try other things. Yeah, yeah. Actually, ground deer burger is really really, really good if the deer is processed right. And what I mean by that is you need to bleed it out, cleaned properly, and you soak the deer meat in salt water overnight to a day, maybe a day, 2 days. And it use lots of garlic and onion, and it takes that wild taste right out of the deer. I grew up eating deer meat, different types of fish, things like that. So to me, I could tell when a deer's not processed right, um, and because it tastes, or someone doesn't know how to cook it right because it have a strong gamey taste. I can tell I'm starting to get a little bit tired because these symbols are starting to jumble together on me. See, that's why me and Mom love Food Lion. The meats we get at Food Lion are, oh, they're always so fresh. Of course, when we come home, we automatically, all of our meat automatically, unless we're going to cook it that day, goes in our deep freezer. But yeah, our local Food Line has some really fresh meats all the time. Oh, I knew it was coming. Oh. I've heard other people say that about Walmart meats. That if you come home and you put it in the freezer, that's a different story. Because it's gonna be okay. But they put it in their ice box and it's gone bad within a day or two. I think it's the way they package their meat, to tell you the truth. Oh, so that's what we got done on him today. I'll finish this up later. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here, sis, myself. Um, Thank you for popping by, sissy. Give Molly Mae hugs and kisses. Um, oh, sis, I don't know if the last time I talked to you, I actually have 2 guinea pigs now. We have the 3 cats and the 2 guinea pigs. Yeah, their meat. I've noticed that about Walmart meats. That it's like they pump air in or something into it as well. Thank you, Artemis, for popping by. Alex, Eve, Kat, Chocolate Diamonds, Meowie, Tiffy. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. I will be live Tuesday, which is tomorrow, actually, because it's already Monday morning. So I will catch everybody later. Huggies. Wow. Says, okay, when did I go to 38K? 130. Wow. 1,380 something. Okay, last time I checked, I was only at 1,070 370 something. Thank you. I will catch everybody later. Hugs. Love y'all. Bye.